Hi everyone, a lot of you requested me to talk about manipulation, and I would do that in a simple way, although there's just so much that can be said about this topic. Now, manipulation is when someone is trying to influence you in a covert, unfair, and self-serving ways, which often bypasses your free choice or exploits your emotional vulnerabilities. Manipulation works in different ways. It is if someone uses unpredictable rewards like affection, withdrawal, and then affection, the brain keeps chasing relief. Now, that's something that's also used in gambling, and it can form very strong trauma bonding. The other way manipulation happens is when there is fear, obligation, guilt cycle, which we call as FOG, and you comply to avoid discomfort. The third is the manipulator uses cognitive dissonance, creates confusion, and that way there are contradictions. For example, I hurt you because I love you, or everyone gets me, you are too sensitive, etc. The last one is probably power imbalance. If one person has authority, more emotional control, more information, or has less accountability, there can be a power imbalance. A few red flags in manipulation, and of course these are not limited to these, but these are the most common ones. One is guilt tripping, playing the victim, silent treatment, withholding affection. There can be a lot of manipulation psychologically, like gaslighting, minimizing your feeling, and shifting the blame. You go to them to talk about something wrong that they have done, it immediately becomes a blame game on you. It can even be a social manipulation where there is a triangulation, smear campaign, or public shaming disguised as jokes. It can also be control tactics where there's a love bombing, ultimatum, monitoring your behavior, or isolating you from support. Now, the reason manipulation works so well is because human brain is wired for connection and meaning. And by shifting these, one person gets unfair advantage over the other. How do you protect from manipulation? Now, manipulation is used pretty much around us, so it's not something which is always evil, bad, or something that you got to be really scared of. However, there are some things which can make it very harmful to you emotionally, psychologically, or in every other way. So few things that you can do to protect yourself is to slow the interaction, to prioritize consistency over intensity. If someone has the tendency to make all emotions very intense and urgent, to slow back and push back. The other one is to prioritize facts and not the emotion, and to either write it down or to be very aware of what actually happened versus what I feel. To watch for patterns and not apologies, because manipulators often use kindness, love bombing, and apologies in all kind of flowery words to change your reality. Next is, of course, strengthen boundaries and rebuild your self-trust by fact check. Very often, manipulators look like green flags. They are charming, they talk well, and they're very observant. Quite possibly they have a history of childhood that was not very consistent in terms of caregiving, or there might have been abuse. Whatever the reason is, it does not justify their manipulation. So awareness is something that can help you get over any manipulation tactics that you may be facing.